The Adventures of David Perkins. Like, subscribe, comment. Hello and welcome to The Adventures of David Perkins. This time I'm walking around Castle Rising in the county of Norfolk in England. The castle grounds had been given to William de Albini by King William Rufus in the year 1086. The Albini, or sometimes known as Aubigny family, came from Saint Martin de Aubigny in Normandy. William de Albini had been King William Rufus's butler, and was titled William de Albini Pincerna. When William de Albini died in the year 1139, his lands passed to his son, also named William, and it was William de Albini II who transformed the minor settlement at Rising into the magnificent lordly residence that is seen here today. The castle was built in the year 1140, shortly after de Albini's marriage to Queen Alice of Louvain, the widowed wife of King Henry I of England, who had died some 5 years earlier. Funding for the building of Castle Rising was no doubt helped by the dower that Queen Alice brought with her, the honour and castle of Arundel in Sussex, one of the preeminent Anglo-Norman lordships. Albini reflected his newfound status through the castles that he now possessed by his marriage to Queen Alice. His castles at Buckingham, Arundel, and here at Rising were created to keep up with royal castle building schemes. Indeed, the castle here at Rising is directly inspired by the keep at Norwich, the finest in the country of its time. As a result of de Albini's marriage to Queen Alice, became the Earl of Lincoln and the Earl of Sussex and Arundel. With these newly acquired titles, de Albini decided to move his headquarters, known as a caput, from Rising to his new castle at Buckingham. The castle at Buckingham was noted for having the first round keep in England. William de Albini II's political career was distinguished when he was instrumental in bringing about the treaty that ended the civil war between King Stephen and the future King Henry II in the year 1153. Thereafter, de Albini was prominent in the favour and counsel of King Henry II. De Albini would go on to serve King Henry against the king's rebellious son in the years 1173 and 1174. William de Albini died in the year 1176 and was buried in front of the high altar at the Priory Church of Wymondham Abbey in Norfolk. The family Albini continued as Earls of Sussex and Lords of Buckingham, Arundel and Rising until the year 1243. William's grandson, also named William, would continue, as his grandfather had, in his allegiance to the reigning monarch. William de Albini IV stood as close to King John as his grandfather had to King Henry II. William was with King John when the king was forced by the rebellious barons to sign the Magna Carta Libertatum at Runnymede in Surrey in the year 1215. In the year 1217, de Albini switched allegiance from King John to the rebellious barons. However, this change lasted less than 2 months, and de Albini switched sides again and allied himself with the new king, Henry III. William de Albini IV would rally to the Pope's call for Holy Crusade and fought at the Battle of Damietta in the year 1219. De Albini survived the battle but died on his way back home in the year 1221.